Every year, some of the Army's most elite warriors gathering to test their strength, endurance, and warfighting skills. It's called the Best Ranger competition, but you may notice there are no women in this video. That changed on Friday, when First Lieutenant Gabrielle White became the first female Ranger ever to compete. The West Point grad climbing ropes, slogging through mud, knocking out pull-ups, and swimming across the water alongside her teammate, Captain Seth Deltanre. Lieutenant White, the only woman on any of the 52 teams during the arduous 3-day, 30-event marathon. They placed 14th, notably making it to the final events even after many other teams dropped out. White, already a trailblazer for becoming a Ranger. Ranger School not even open to female soldiers until 2015, shortly after the military lifted its ban on women in combat roles during the Obama administration.
And I meet extraordinary women in uniform who can do everything that a man can and more.
But the future of that integration increasingly uncertain under President Trump. Before his confirmation, Trump's Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth speaking out against women in combat.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles. It hasn't made us more effective, hasn't made us more lethal, has made fighting more complicated.
Hegseth's Defense Department publicly congratulating the winners of the competition on X and sharing another photo of two soldiers there firing a mortar, but saying nothing about First Lieutenant White's historic participation. In response to a request from NBC News, they provided some basic biographical facts in a statement. White's presence, however, still speaking volumes, proving that female challengers can compete in one of the military's highest profile events for elite soldiers.
And Courtney Kuby joins us now. Courtney, have you heard anything else from the administration in terms of recognizing Lieutenant White's accomplishment?
We haven't, Ellison. And, of course, this comes after Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has made it very clear that he wants to look at standards for how men and women in the military are competing against one another. But the reality is here, this Best Ranger competition is the exact example of a case where men and now one woman are competing on the exact same turf, the exact same obstacle courses, and meeting the exact same standards. And Ellison, what's really remarkable about the case of First Lieutenant Gabrielle White is that there were 103 men, one woman, and she made it all the way to the end, finishing 14th with her partner. It really is a show that there are women. It is proof that there are women who can meet these standards, no matter man or woman here. Ellison?
Courtney Kuby, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.